All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I'm down at the 2025 DFW RV party, and I get the luxury of showing up early to record a whole bunch of units. And you guys know from a couple weeks ago, I did a front living Durango that I labeled as the RV of the year, and they're making a serious contender for their mid-kitchen model. This right here is the 2025 Durango 393 MKF. Let's go ahead and head on inside. And if you guys do not mind, this is my first time doing a video with a camera guy, so pretty darn interesting. I'd like your feedback, how to get better and what to do, maybe next as we move forward. So right off the bat, like I said, beautiful mid-kitchen setup here. You're gonna notice that you have a ton of countertops and it's all gonna be the solid surface. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You're also going to see you have a stainless steel farm style sink right here with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. The nice thing about Durango too, if you're not too familiar with it, is that it's a very high-end build for a unit. So six-sided aluminum frame construction, a little bit thicker for the roof and the flooring insulation, but you're also going to get things like wood cabinetry, kind of back how they used to do RVs, where it's got like a little bit of life to it, a little bit of soul there as far as decor is concerned. So if you come up here real quick, over here on this side would be great. You have the copper tab with the magnetic latch. Or here, I'm trying to show. Right here, you got the copper tab with the magnetic latch, but you're also going to have the soft close too as well, which is pretty darn nice. That cabinetry just kind of keeps on going, even all the way over into the corner. Now, if you look right over back here, you're going to have your preventative maintenance schedule. So one thing that KZ does that's a little bit different is across the board, they will put in here, since we all know the maintenance schedules can get a little confusing in the RV industry, that really helps narrow it down and tell you where you need on a monthly basis. So another thing that I really enjoy is they have this washer and dryer. We're always asking for washers and dryers in just about every unit that I post, and this one has one of those two layers, which is pretty nice. Looks like we got a little bit of packing tape in there, but that's okay. Flip it around over here, you got a residential style appliance with your refrigerator, and what I like is that it actually has an ice maker, with the water on the outside. So you're getting a little bit more pinkies up in the Durango, baby. Let's open up that freezer section. This is a good time to show off the travel lock. So it's probably difficult to see, but underneath here is going to be an ice maker, which is always nice. And then obviously you got the partition out in the back room, the rest of it. So where do we go? All right. So it's a pro profile RV, so you're going to get really good head height. That includes into the slide, so about 6'10" for slide height. So you tall folks will like having the Durango, but you're also going to get a little bit of a unique setup here for the dinette, which is nice. Is there someone on the roof? Yeah. So this is also a good segment. There's somebody on the roof. This is a fully walkable roof. As you might have just heard, they're stomping around up there. But the dinette is not your traditional dinette. This is kind of like the same one that Brinkley was using, where you can pull it out and then you can also move it over left or right. Now, as you guys know from my videos, I really like this because we have some kids and it's just a little bit of an extra versatile setup to kind of get things out of the way. And I imagine, each one of our kids maybe getting a little bit of work done on either side, possibly editing some videos, something like that. You're also going to see, if you come over on this side, over in that corner, you actually have two full outlets. So, it's a nice little place there for you. All right, let's flip it around here real quick. You got the 4-top burner to whip up all the fixings, enough room, to cook a turkey in this bad boy. And now you also have pull-out trash can, another little drawer right there. And then this part right here is a little hard to pull out, but you have the cutting board. So if you release that, you can chop, 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 throw away. You are ready to rock. A little bit more storage here underneath, but it opens up here from the side as well. So right here, you lift this little part up, and now you can pull this up. So you're going to get two of your pull-out drawers. And notice how it is pretty darn deep too, which is pretty darn nice. Now, that brings us back here into the living room. And I think this is a fantastic place. I mean, not only do you have two pull-out sofas, you also have some recliners, but I mean, you got the 65-inch Mac Daddy TV, a fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty, and you're going to have a built-in sound bar with a little bit of storage, both left, right, above, and below on either side. So you're definitely not short of the storage here. Both windows, sorry about that. Both windows, or both slides, I'm sorry, are going to feature the Dracula shade and the half drac, so you can stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. You also notice that it does open up too, so for the side windows, that is going to be, I wouldn't say rare necessarily, but it is a nice feature to have. And let me pull this one up here real quick. And even this window right here does open up as well, so it's nice. So again, about 6'10" for slide height, big windows for big views, but you can also get a cross breeze to stay nice and comfortable for you. These sofas right here are going to be pull-out sofas, so I'm going to come back after we shoot this, break it down, so hopefully that's sitting on the screen right now as we go. Hey, Hunter. Hunter, what? I'm comfortable. I agree. They're pretty comfortable. That'll be perfect. That's going to look so funny. I should probably get another one just in case. So now we got both of the sofas out. You can see grandkid number 1, grandkid number 2. You toss the least favorite one in the recliner, and you are good to go. You're also going to have the recliners, and these are some of the fancy recliners. You got a massage mode, a heat mode, and then, you know, extend and close. Let's see here. I'll tell you. I think the recliners are more comfortable than the pull-out couches. I always give those pull-out sofas like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, but I'm giving this about an 8 out of 10 for comfortability. So if you're anything like myself, I like to sit down. I like to have a good view of the TV, you know, the fireplace. Maybe I'm snuggling up with honey buns and we're having a drink with the 2 cup holders. And it's just a good place, you know, to sit down and relax here. Let me get this door closed up for you. But I think that'd be pretty nice. If you want to show them the view here from the recliner, flip it around towards the TV. I think that'd be pretty good. So as you're sitting down, I mean, that's the view that you're going to get. Did you get in there? Heck yeah. All right. So let's head up this way. We're back over to the main entrance. You're also going to get a couple hooks. You know, this is a great place for like a hoodie, you know, dog leash, jacket. You're also going to have a central vac system. And then right here, as you move up, is going to be your control panel. So, you know, you have your dinette slide outs, your sofa slide outs, you know, your awnings in and out. Pretty basic stuff. But the nice thing is you can actually connect Bluetooth-wise to your phone to work everything as well. So it's kind of like, you know, the Firefly system you see in some of those fancier you know, models. I actually haven't actually used this one personally myself, but I imagine it's all kind of about the same. So full profile RV, meaning it's the same height all the way throughout. So you notice even here in the upper deck, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. I got enough room to walk sideways, and I got enough room to walk not sideways, whatever that one is. So right into here, you got your bathroom, and this is going to be the first time I don't need a mirror to do it, but every time I see the mirror, you got to show off the old bowling gun, baby. Right here, you got the stainless steel undermounted bowl for both sinks, which is great. You have a little bit of storage here in the center, and then you'll also notice 4 pull-out drawers, all of which are looking, you know, just like this. And then you get a little bit more storage and access to your plumbing here underneath. Now let's check out the toilet. We got the porcelain foot flush throne, so nice and sturdy for you big folks out there. But I mean, you can see, pretty good little spot to take care of business. Now the nice thing about this too that creates a little bit more room is here in the shower. They have the Tri-Glide glass series. So basically what that allows you to do is make a you know, smaller space bigger. And then you can tell from my height and my size, you know, I'm a big dude. You're probably looking at about 6'2", 6'3" right there, 6'5", 6'6", up into the ceiling. You got a place where you can maybe hike up a leg and do a little bit of shaving. You also have a place for your soaps and, you know, all that. You're also going to get the tankless on-demand hot water heater too, which is nice. The control for that's going to be right on side of this door. But now we are here into the bedroom. I think this bedroom hits a home run, partly because you get a ton of walk-around room. I mean, look at all the space that you have, just kind of that moving and grooving, getting dressed, you know, when you're cramped up inside your camper. Typically, this is partially because of the fact you have a slide out, but if you notice, you move a couple of these cushions, you are on a Murphy tilt system, which is going to be really nice. The control for that is over on the other side. Just a click of a button, and now it'll take about that 12 inches and slide it here in forward, and it just, you know, kind of puts it in sleeper mode. Now, if you look over on this side here against the wall, you have a secondary slide, and what's nice about that is you have a second fireplace. So a lot of, you know, good electric heat, which will always come in clutch. You can, you know, save some money on propane, not burn that up. little bit easier to do. It's also the Inaflame, which puts out about 4,800 BTUs of heat. Getting the reflection there. Puts out about 4,800 BTUs of heat, which will, keep you nice and warm in both sections. You're also going to get a couple more pull-out drawers. So you're going to get a set of 6 of those. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry there too. And then a couple outlets. Now moving over into the closet, you have a little bit of a laundry hoop situation. You have another drawer. And again, remember, it is going to be on that soft close. So if you have the grandkids coming over and they're grabbing something in the kitchen or in here, it's really not a big deal for you. Also, what do you guys think about the mirror there on the finish? You never know with the campers, what people like, what people don't like. So I'd like to hear what your opinion is. You have a washer and dryer here in this one. I do not know if that comes standard or not, so you'll want to talk to your salesperson. And of course, if you're down here at the show, it's going to be part of that show special, which is always nice. And then let me undo the safety latch. And now you got a view here of the other side of the closet, which you can tell it's got plenty of room for your hanging clothes. You got a couple extra chairs, and you are ready to rock. Now, one more thing to point out before we do a little bit of the exterior is notice how there is no open and exposed ACs. So you have a return right there and right there. And this is going to be on that Whisper Quiet AC system. So the AC is going to be a little bit more efficient, but it's also going to be quieter. So it won't be keeping you up at night, or something that you have to get used to, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and, if you want to, you can flip it around. I don't want you falling. It'd make for a good video though, huh?
It would.
You'd be my first and last camera guy. PTSD on it. But all right, guys. So now we're back here on the outside. Again, it's the 2025 Durango 393 MKF. Forgot the model there for a second. So on the outside, a couple things to point out right away. And if you go in on the sticker here, you have the all-weather insulation package. So it's a 4-season camper. That's what they're designing it for. Now, when they say 4 seasons, I would be a little bit careful with that. I really like to say that no RV is truly 4 seasons without a little extra work. If your house will freeze, an RV will freeze. So make sure you skirt up the sides if you're in some real cold weather. But it's also got Azdale on the inside and outside, which if you're not familiar with Azdale, it's basically, it's impervious to water. So if an oopsie daisies does happen as far as a leak is concerned, it would run down the sidewall as opposed to being absorbed by it. And it'll basically makes delamination a thing of the past. You're also going to have frameless windows here as well for every window except the side windows in the slide. 6-point hydraulic auto leveling. And then right here is going to be your 2 battery boxes, a solar charge controller, and a battery disconnect. I do believe this unit comes with 200 watts of solar standard, but you can link it up for more if you would like. But more of that information will be down in the description, along with that link for the price if you're not coming down to the show. So now let's show them the storage here. The storage is absolutely incredible. One, they have that kind of tough, rough, beat-me-up material that you see in toy haulers for the flooring, but it's also just absolutely massive. And over on that other side, I don't think we're going to be able to do the opposite side today just because we're at the show. You have that easy cord reel. So these cord reels, I mean, they can weigh 30, 40 pounds. Some of them are heavier than can be. And that'll just reel it in for you. You also have the, not sure exactly what that thing is right there. But then you have your hookups, for cable, satellite, and all that. Now, if you show them the underside of the camper, it is going to be heated and enclosed. It's a little hard to see here. But you have heated and enclosed underbelly for the unit in general. And that's going to go part of the, the 4 seasons package there. You're going to have the screen defender. So basically right here, got a little extra screen, and then as you let it go, it'll kind of slingshot its way in. Kind of one of those minor little things, but it's nice. Imagine if you're carrying some groceries in, it might make life a little bit easier so you don't have to worry about the door slamming shut on you. You also have the solid entry steps. So these things are, big. Probably not a great thing to do there, but it attaches nice and easy right here when it is. Both of these were loose out at the show, so I'm glad I found that. But basically, you put it in. Well, we'll mess with that later. Basically, you put it in and you smash it. There's a little metal piece that you put in. And then you're also going to have a leash latch, but you also have a safe T-rail if you're not familiar. So it's a really nice size railing there for you. So you can get in and out just a hair easier. All right, so you're going to get dual axles on this RV. You're also going to get the TST, which is a tire pressure monitoring system. So essentially when you're driving down the road, you can see, you know, how inflated or deflated your tires might be, and that is going to really reduce the risk of a blowout, you know, when you're driving down the road. Now, as far as the outside, we'll probably stop here on this exterior portion, but first we'll just show just this back end. You're gonna have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof, and then you have the towing package, which is gonna be 3,000 pound of towing, 300 pound hitch. You see you have a 2-inch receiver and then a 4-inch plug right there. So that's gonna be great if you guys are towing anything, or even as simple as just like extra bike racks or storage or anything like that. But be careful on the ladder, 250 pound weight limit. Unfortunately, I have learned that lesson the hard way on a different brand. But all right, guys, my name is Hunter. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, it's the 2025 Durango 393 MKF. See you.